one in Matthew. They've been there for 2 days, and so as at yesterday, 1,339 people have given their life to Christ. And they have been able to reach out to 2,101 students. And at Kangema, we have 1,468 students who have given their life to Christ. And 2,427 who have been reached out to in the area of Kangema. And so far for both mission, 9,239 people have given their life to Christ. And they have been able to reach out to 12,648. We bless God. You can do better than that. So I request us to continue upholding them in prayer. The team in Vihiga will be there around like 2 weeks. So tuendelee kuwaombea, pray for them. You can call, encourage them. You can support them too. Sawa sawa. I want to speak to that person who feel like giving up. You've tried and nothing seems to work out. And you feel like you have carried so much baggage in your life. Tonight, God is giving you rest. We all know, maybe you have interacted with Psalms 46, chapter 10, and verse 10. Be still and know that I am God. God is calling you tonight to be still. Don't strive, but allow God to move on your behalf. Allow God to work things out for you. Allow God to stir up that thing that needs to be stirred up. Surrender it fully to God. At the beginning of that verse, it says, of that 46, God says that He is our refuge and our strength, a very present help in time of trouble. So in the situation that you are in, remember, He is your present help. You cannot help yourself, but allow God to be God in your life. Surrender it fully to God. And allow God to move in your life. So tonight I want to encourage you, be still and know that He is God. Whether things are working out or not, He still remains to be God. So would you be still in His presence? Would you be still and allow God to work out things for you? Run to Him. He is your help. Let's fully surrender to God and allow God to work in our life. Today, it could be a turning point for someone. I don't know who it is, but would you fully allow God to be God in your life? Surrender it fully to God and allow God to work things out for you. Amen. Kindly let us arise and welcome Moses. Let's celebrate him as he comes.
Appreciate you tafadhali, si ndio? Good people maze. Itakuwaje? Hapana, atani zenu bana. Itakuwaje? Libe na nipate hii niweke mask lakini nimeshaika mask nyuma ya mfuko bana. You guys can have your seats tafadhali, si ndio? Yeah, it's really nice to see all of you. Na kama kawaida man, lazima tugotane vipoa. Boys lazima niwachanue kwa sababu Feb iko karibu, si ndio? Na mimi sitaki boys wabaki wakiwa solo au sio? So angalia jirani mwambie umeiva. Kama hujaiva angalia mwingine mwambie umeiva zaidi. Inaonekana budako ni chef, si ndio? Mistari bana. Mimi naambia sitaki watu wabaki wakiwa solo mazi. Nataka kama boys kuna tarehe. Yeah? February 14th. It's going to be on a Monday though. It's a kind of a weird day to have Valentine's, eh? It doesn't have to be stuck. Who said it has to be stuck on the 14th? You know, it just needs to be the weekend around the 14th, ndio? You know, so boys changamkeni, eh? Let me tell you, wacha niwaibie siri nyingine. Mademu wanangoja. They're waiting. You know, they're waiting for you to ask them out, bana. You know, even if it's just to get to know the person more, si ndio? Ama kupush agenda yako zaidi kidogo, si ndio? Wacha niwaambie, lakini watu pia ni wa comfort kidogo mazee. Isipoingiana, at least utasema ulijaribu, but just wishing, you know. You're just wishing mazee mko hapo mazee unacheki Sly akiongoza worship hapo unasema mazee Sly anakuaga ameiva mazee. So mazee kila time akikuja kuimba worship mazee unasema mazee God yani tu nisaidie tu. Pole sana niambia shaenda. So wacha nitafute example nyingine. Lakini unasikia vile inamaanisha, si ndio? Guys, msiogope, you know, just give it a shot. You never know. This could be that thing or that opportunity that you've been waiting for and praying and asking God yani nisaidie, alafu God anakushukuru umelala for a long time adamamka. Fungua Nishatoa ubavu. I've already removed the rib from your side, so just wake up, mazi. Alafu tutasema, whoa, man. Yeah, si ndio? Kwa sababu msupa hapo hivyo, even nakungoja mazi. Anyway, guys, it's really nice to be here, and it's always scared coming on this pulpit to come and share, you know, the words of God. Yani, my prayer has always been, and even this morning, mazi nikipray, thinking about today, has always been, yani, kuwa God will use me to speak, as the Bible encourages us, as though you're speaking the very words of God. Si ndio? Because it's very easy for us to get caught up in this whole thing. You know, for some of us, when we come on this stage, we tend to put ourselves first, and then we forget that it's all about Jesus Christ. I pray that today, as the song was singing earlier, yani, wacha God maze, wacha sisi tupunguke zaidi, si ndio? And that Christ may increase in us, and may we be totally eclipsed. Yani, so when guys look at us, they don't see us. All they can see is the sun, and nothing about us. And so I pray, Yani, that today, even as I get to share, that, you know, I will decrease completely and that God would use me as his vessel, and that the words I speak with you guys today, that you'll be able to connect to them, not as I could resonate with what God is sharing with us about. Sindio? So today, you know, I said I want to call it about the rebirth, and I shared this with my guys from Kubamba, when we were out to look on for some prayer retreat up with Obandezaniza Elementaita. And we had a really nice time. I have never been to Heaven's Gates. Actually, it's my first time, believe it or not, kuchukua time yako for a prayer retreat in a place like that. Msikia wasi kuingia kuhusu Katoloni. Wangapi shenda Katoloni hapa hivi? Aha. Wangapi shenda Heaven's Gates? Honestly, guys, it's an amazing place. I want to encourage you, if you can, just take some time out. Take one night. Wakona marooms kibao maze. You know, and they don't do it for profit because mimi room yangu ilikuwa ni sotano. And that room was just like any other hotel. They don't do it for profit. They just want to encourage people to come and spend time with God. And so whatever I'm about to share with you guys today, some of it I shared with our staff members last week when we were out at the retreat, spending some time in prayer. And so, and I believe that it's a word that God has given us for this season, especially as we start the new year. And I'm calling it the rebirth. Guys, it's a new year. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. And I pray that this will allow us to get to experience a new you as God gives us something that's brand new in our lives. Indio. So the thing about the rebirth, and when I was thinking about it, was because just towards the end of last year, actually in November, when we were thinking about TSO and what TSO was going to be about, because we were looking forward actually to hosting TSO last year, December 31st. And we were so excited about what we were going to do and what was going to happen at that time. But we kept it a little bit on the down low because COVID bad iko hapa na sisi. So basically, you know, when I thought about the rebirth, I think God wanted me to look at my life And God wanted us to look at our lives as individuals, to look at our lives as Kenyans and see where we are and see how far we have walked away from him. It's the truth. If many of us were honest, myself included, we all know that our relationship with God can be better. Many times, we normally give God the lip service, but our actions show him something that's completely different. God wanted us to look at ourselves as individuals and see just how far away we have walked away from him. And then get to the place where we realize, anyway, God, I need to change my life completely. We have celebrated and we're saying, 2022 is finally here, shida zote za COVID na last year zimekuja to an end. We are ushering in the new year. But I can tell you, we can say Happy New Year and we can celebrate and look forward to the events of 2022. But if we have not changed our life from the inside out, or if our lives have not been changed from the inside out, it's just going to be any normal year. We can work hard. We can make all the money that we want to make. You can get that job that you have been longing for. You can get a school fees that you've been waiting for. All these things are great. You might actually get asked out for a date by the jamaa you've been longing for. Ama dem anaweza kubali mazumu kukikatia. But all those things will be empty if we continue living the way we are. So I took a moment and I looked at where we are as the gospel music industry. Let me not call it gospel music ministry. And I felt my heart was broken. My heart was broken because we are not where we were a couple of years ago. True or false? Mazini kiangalia the state of events mahali tuko maze. It's so heartbreaking that many of the people who we used to look up to, they are not where we would have wished they would be today. And unfortunately, people follow people. Unfortunately, people follow people, but we forget God anasema, cursed is he who put his trust in man. We have fallen so far back, it's heartbreaking that right now, gospel music amongst the young people is not many young people who are listening to gospel music right now. Unfortunately, I looked at where we are as a country that says that we are 80% Christians. It's by mouth, we give him lip service, but our actions tell him something different. Many of us identify with Christianity as the faith that we belong to. But do we really belong to that faith when Kenya is one of the countries that's said to be one of the most corrupt countries in the world? Can we truly, confidently say that we are the children of God when many of us in this place, myself included, are compromising daily, are giving into corruption? He said, the president, it was last year, we went for an interview in one of the radio stations. And he said, Kenya loses 2 billion shillings every what? Kenya loses 2 billion shillings every day to corruption. Multiply that by 365. That's 730 billion shillings. Na hizo maybe zile wanajua. Actually, it was said that Kenya loses a third of its annual budget to corruption. So if our budget last year was 3 trillion shillings, it means 1 trillion shillings will be lost to corruption. But let's use the 2 billion that the president said. Sindio? You multiply that by 365, it's 730 billion shillings. In Manisha, the new road they're building over here, the expressway, they can build 10 of those in a year. In a year, guys, without taking a loan. It means wanaweza tengeneza SGR 2 kutoka Mombasa hadi Nairobi without taking a loan. I'm just trying to bring it into, what is it? Perspective, that's the word. SGR 2 without taking a loan, guys. It means they can build about 44 Kenyatta University referral hospitals every year. I got that wrong. They can build at least 18 Kenyatta University referral hospitals every year. Guys, this is without taking a loan. They can build at least 1,400 schools, ukipatia kila chuo $500 million shillings. They can build 1,400 schools every year. This is the impact of corruption. This is where we are as a nation. And you might be like, Moses, mimi sitaki partner hizo story, lakini Karau akikushika utamwambia nini? Karau akikuhandamazi kwa mtaani utamwambia, akikuita do utamwambia nini? Mazi niko tu na finje. Niko tu na so. Every time we do things wrong, we give the enemy a chance to come and take advantage of that situation. Every time we give into corruption, we're basically telling God, your ways